popular questions we get asked is whether the floor should be refinished or refurbished. And so I just wanted to kind of go through a couple of questions that we're going to have for you on the phone. First of all, we're going to ask whether or not you have a pet. If you have a big dog that tries to scoot on the floor and scratches it a lot, then if it's into the wood, you may want to consider getting it refinished instead of refurbished. If the pet has tried to dig under a doorway or something and has dug into the wood, you may want to also consider refinishing. Water damages, if you've ever had a water damage and the wood is discolored, now you want to also consider whether it should be probably refinished, whether over refurbished. Another question is, has it ever been refinished before? Because if it has, over time, when they refinish the floor, they use a drum sander, and it takes off some of the wood each time. So every time that wood floor is sanded down a little bit, it's taking off the thickness of that wood floor, which means you can only refinish a wood floor so many times before it can't be refinished again. So that may be a consideration for you as well. So pets, deep scratches is another one. If you have any other reasons from why you'd have deep scratches, would be like rocks got on your floor and you kicked through them and they scuffed into the floor. Kids wearing cleats in the house, especially like golf cleats, or your husband's wearing golf cleats. We've seen that before. So anything that's penetrated under and below the finish into the wood itself is where we're going to start wondering whether you're going to be happy with the refurbishing over refinishing. Water damage was another one we just covered, and that's about it. There's a couple of other things we'll ask you, but the big difference is with refinishing, they're going all the way down to the wood floor and scraping a layer of the wood floor off and possibly putting a stain back on. With refurbishing, all we're doing is taking the finish and leveling it and preparing it to accept more finish surfaces, which in many cases is enough, and it's dustless, and it makes a lot of sense a lot of times. In other cases it doesn't make sense. So we're going to always be honest with you and let you know your choices.